John Ullyot, a familiar face in Washington's corridors of power, recently left his position at the Pentagon. As a seasoned communications specialist, he served as a top spokesperson for the Department of Defense. His tenure, however, was marked by controversy and ultimately cut short. The circumstances surrounding his departure have raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about the inner workings of the nation's defense establishment. Ullyot, a Marine Corps veteran, brought with him a wealth of experience from the Trump administration. He had previously served as the head of communications at the National Security Council and as Assistant Secretary of Public Affairs at the Department of Veterans Affairs. His deep involvement in conservative politics and his role in the 2016 Trump campaign made him a controversial figure from the outset. His time at the Pentagon was marked by a series of policy changes and internal disputes that brought him into the spotlight. These controversies, coupled with his sudden departure, have left many wondering about the direction of the Pentagon under the current administration. The story of John Ullyot's exit is not just about one man's career. It is a window into the ongoing power struggles and ideological battles within the American military establishment. Ullyot's departure from the Pentagon is shrouded in conflicting narratives. Officially, he stated his intention to serve only for a brief period and cited an inability to find a suitable role within the department after his initial 2 months. This explanation, however, has been met with skepticism in many quarters. Several sources, including a senior defense official, have contradicted Ullyot's account, claiming that he was asked to resign by the Office of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. These conflicting accounts have only deepened the mystery surrounding Ullyot's exit. Some observers believe that his departure was a direct result of his association with the previous administration and the ongoing efforts to distance the Pentagon from its policies. Others speculate that his removal was due to internal clashes and a perceived inability to adapt to the new leadership's vision. Whatever the true reason, the lack of clarity surrounding Ullyot's resignation has further fueled unease within the Pentagon. The incident has highlighted the lack of transparency and the growing sense of uncertainty that has come to characterize the department under Hegseth's leadership. The conflicting narratives, rather than providing closure, have only raised more questions about the future direction of the Pentagon and its communications strategy. Ullyot's tenure at the Pentagon was marked by a series of controversies that brought him under intense scrutiny. One of the most significant was his role in a directive to remove diversity, equity, and inclusion content from the Department of Defense's online platforms. This purge included the removal of images and stories of iconic figures like Jackie Robinson, the first African American to play in Major League Baseball, who also served in the United States Army. This move sparked outrage and accusations of attempting to erase the contributions of minority service members. While some of the content was later restored following public backlash, the incident left a lasting stain on Ullyot's reputation and highlighted the ideological battles being waged within the Pentagon. In addition to the DEI controversy, Ullyot was also involved in changes to media access at the Pentagon during the Trump administration. He signed a memo that restricted workspace access for several media outlets, reallocating space to conservative outlets, a move that was widely criticized as an attempt to stifle press freedom. Furthermore, his time at the Pentagon coincided with a period of significant staff turmoil. In a separate incident unrelated to Ullyot's resignation, 3 other senior officials, Colin Carroll, Darren Selnick, and Dan Caldwell, were placed on administrative leave and escorted from the Pentagon due to a leak investigation. This incident, along with the ongoing changes in leadership and communication strategies, has created an atmosphere of uncertainty and instability within the Department of Defense. The departure of John Ullyot from the Pentagon, amidst a backdrop of controversies and internal upheaval, has raised concerns about the future direction of the department. His exit, whether voluntary or forced, is a symptom of the larger shifts taking place within the United States military establishment. The conflicting narratives surrounding his resignation only amplify the sense of unease and highlight the lack of transparency that has come to define the Pentagon under the current administration. The controversies that plagued Ullyot's tenure, from the DEI purge to the changes in media access, reflect a deeper ideological struggle within the department. The Pentagon is grappling with questions of representation, diversity, and its relationship with the media in an increasingly polarized political climate. The events of recent months, including Ullyot's departure and the removal of other senior officials, suggest a purge of those deemed insufficiently aligned with the new leadership's vision. This raises concerns about the future of diversity and inclusion within the military and the potential for further restrictions on press freedom. The Pentagon's silence on these matters only fuels speculation and deepens the sense of unease. The story of John Ullyot is just one chapter in the unfolding saga of the Pentagon's internal struggles. The implications of his departure and the broader changes taking place within the department will continue to be felt for months and years to come.